In this video, I'm going over how to set up abandoned cart emails in Omnisend step by step. I'm Erin from Ecom Mastery, and if people keep adding things to their cart and then ghosting your checkout page, this tutorial will show you how to get them back automatically. Before anything else, you need an Omnisend account, so click the link below and it will take you right here. You can start free or grab the 30% off promotion for your first 3 months. Sign up takes less than a minute and connects straight to Shopify. We're doing this first because Omnisend can't track carts or send automations until your account is live. So we are going to log in to Omnisend. Okay, once you're inside Omnisend's dashboard, look over to the left-hand menu. We can see there's campaigns, automation, some forms, audience, contact segments, etc. So what we are going to do for this video is head on over to automation, and this is where all your pre-built email sequences will live. Think of it like your brand's behind-the-scenes assistant that essentially never sleeps. So you've got everything here, really. You would just create the workflow where you can make welcome emails for new signups. You've got your thank you flows for after a purchase, and of course, the big one that we are diving into today, which is going to be the abandoned cart recovery. So these flows are what separate a store that sells from a store that scales. Because even if you have the best products in the world, if someone adds to cart and then leaves and you never follow up, you are essentially just leaving money on the table. So hit that create workflow button in the top right hand corner. That is going to be your starting point. Think of this like opening a blank recipe card. We're about to add all the ingredients that make your follow-up emails irresistible. Next, we want to pick the right template. So now you'll see a gallery of templates pop up, everything from post-purchase to welcome series to browse abandonment. Each one serves a different purpose, but today we are going to focus on abandoned cart. Here's the difference between abandoned cart and abandoned checkout. So abandoned cart means someone added something to their cart but didn't even start the checkout process, while abandoned checkout means they started to buy but didn't finish their payment. Cart abandoners are basically window shoppers who needed just one more reason to commit. So that's who we are going after, the ones who were interested but were not quite ready. So let's click abandoned cart, then customize workflow. This opens up the setup editor where you'll control everything: who gets the emails, what triggers them, and how long to wait between your messages. So this is where your automation becomes personalized and not spammy. Step 4, set your triggers and exits. Now we have our workflow builder panel. So now we are getting into the logic and the brains of your automation. So triggers tell Omnisend when to start the workflow. So you want to go ahead and set it to added product cart, and that's your signal someone showed interest but didn't pull the trigger. Next is set a delay. I recommend 1 hour, and here's why. You don't want to send an email the second that they leave. It really just screams robot. So 1 hour gives them enough time to get distracted on TikTok, finish dinner, or check another site. And then you slide in like, hey, just a reminder, those items are still waiting for you. Then we see our options here. So the audience filters, you can add different filters to first name, last name, gender, etc. But what we will do is go past that. So this trigger will apply to everyone. Then add exit conditions. So customers exit the workflow when they place an order or start their checkout. So we will click here and set the first condition to placed order or started checkout. So this tells Omnisend to stop email anyone who's already made progress towards buying. Otherwise, they will get duplicate messages, and that's the fastest way to look unprofessional. Finally, we are turning on skip contacts who've already been in this automation. That way, returning customers won't get hit with the same flow again and again. It's a small setting that makes your brand feel more polished and considerate and not like a spam robot on overdrive. then click update. Now we're going to create your first email, which is going to be your gentle reminder. So click the first email block, and then we are going to hit edit content. And so your tone here should be friendly and helpful and not salesy. So you want to use a subject line like items in your cart are selling out fast, and we can add a pre-header. So we can make this one, see, a little bit shorter, so maybe just grab them before they're gone. Awesome. So what I love about this is it's light, it's conversational, and it plays on one of the strongest motivators in marketing, which is the fear of missing out. FOMO works because people hate losing something that they already wanted more than they love finding something new. So now for our email editing, we are going to click edit content. Now we are going to see what we just edited. So items in your cart are selling out fast. Now in the left panel, we want to click products, and then there's dynamic and static. We are going to click on a dynamic, and this part is so important because it automatically pulls in the exact items that person added to their cart so that there's no guesswork and no random products inside of their email. They will see their cart, images, prices, and direct links, and it immediately reminds them like, oh right, I wanted that. And if the block isn't there, drag it in automatically. You can also play with other options like recently viewed or past purchased if you want variety later on. So you want to keep your message short, so 2 to 3 sentences max. We can change it, so instead of what happened, it sounds a little bit more aggressive. So we want to maybe do like, hey, and then we noticed you left some items in your cart. These items could be gone. So I'll say no pressure. Just wanted to make sure you don't miss out before it sells out. Great, and then complete your order. So now it says, hey, we noticed you left some items in your cart. No pressure, just wanted to make sure you don't miss out before it sells out. So you can always alter this, modify your text with AI. So you can change the tone, which I love to. So less pressure, maybe. You can change your tone to like, instead of hey, say hi there or greeting. So maybe we could do a hello there. And then also for this one, right now they have some improvements. So the tone could be more engaging. So they give you several different options. So the tone could be more engaging and encouraging to prompt the action. So this one might be a little bit too hands off. So it says, hey, we've noticed you left some items in your cart. No pressure, but we wanted to make sure you don't miss out on these items before they sell out. Great. Then you can always shorten it, simplify it, rephrase it, etc. But I think this one is good for now. When it looks clean, you want to click save. And again, the goal of this first email is to remind them and not convince them. So we are going back. All right, now we are going to work on our second email in the workflow. So click the second email and hit edit content. So we're going to go to the one where it says your cart misses you. It's warm, playful, and slightly emotional. So we're trying to make people smile and take action. This is where you give them a reason to come back. So on the left-hand side, we are going to click add elements and then drag discount into your layout. So again, we're trying to get them a reason to come back. So what we can do is click discount, and once we select it, I will drag it on to the actual email. So in the right-hand panel, you'll see that they'll generate a discount code for this email automatically. So this way, each shopper gets their own code, so there's no copy paste or shared codes floating around Reddit. Then turn on reuse unique discount code in this workflow. So that just ensures they see the same code throughout the workflow. There's no confusions, no contradictions. Now choose your discount type. Go with 10% off for low to mid-ticket items. That feels like a friendly little nudge. Or what you can do is select fixed amount, like $20 off if your products are pricier. Finally, set it to expire in, I would say, 3 days. That small window adds a sense of urgency without being pushy. You can even phrase it like, use your exclusive code within the next 3 days before your cart disappears. You can add a clean CTA button. So instead of redeem discount, you can do return to cart or complete your purchase, and then you're golden. So here, instead of redeem discount, let's do return to cart, and then the button link. Now we can click apply Shopify discount link. If enabled, they will automatically apply their discount once the customer reaches the checkout page once they select that button. Then click finish editing. This email is going to be your conversion driver. It's the one most likely to get people to buy. Step 7, email 3, it's going to be don't miss out on 15% off your entire cart. Now we're at the final call, your last chance email. So we are going to click the third email in your flow. And right now we are going to change the subject to don't miss out on 15% off your entire cart, and your pre-header to last call before your cart expires. So overall, this email should feel urgent but not desperate. You've reminded them twice already. Now you're simply saying, this is your final chance and I don't want you to miss out. As we scroll down, I'm going to click edit content and we will see the 15% off code here. You can reuse their discount code here. Omnisend will handle that automatically. Another pro tip, you can add a countdown timer image or block in the email so that visual urgency, like offer ends in 6 hours, can double your click-through rate. Make sure your CTA stands out. You want to use strong contrast and clear language. So I'm going to write here, shop now, and make the font bigger so it's more evident here. Awesome. And then use my 15% off, maybe something like this, or 15% off is good as well. So yeah, this is going to be your closer, your hey, clock is ticking moment. Why abandoned cart emails work. Abandoned cart emails aren't about being pushy. They're about reminding people what they already wanted. Most people don't abandon because they changed their mind. They just got distracted or busy. So when you follow up, you're not forcing a sale. You're finishing a conversation they started. The first email reminds them what they wanted, simple awareness. The second adds motivation, an incentive or a reason to act. And the third brings urgency, act now or miss out. It's basic consumer psychology, awareness, motivation, action. And once you set it up, it runs itself and you're basically hiring an invisible sales assistant that never forgets, never sleeps, and never misses a chance to recover lost revenue. Talk like a real human, not a marketer. Keep your copy short, natural, and confident. Say things like still thinking it over, your picks are waiting, instead of complete your order now. You want to show product photos. They do half the selling for you. Use your brand's actual tone, not corporate email talk. And always have one clear call to action, return to cart, or finish checkout. A few quick guidelines, key paragraphs under 3 lines. Make your visuals consistent with your brand colors. Use urgency naturally, never spam. Add emojis if they fit your brand vibe. The more human your emails sound, the better that they perform. How to make your flow feel personalized without extra work. People buy from people, not faceless stores. The good news is Omnisend makes personalization ridiculously easy if you know what to tweak. Here's what actually makes a difference. Use their first name. It's built into Omnisend's merge tags. Just add customer.first_name in your subject or body. Reference the exact product name. Use the dynamic block that we added earlier. And that's what reminds them what they left behind. Send from a person, not no reply at. Even if you're a one-person brand, create a sender name like Erin from Bloom Company or Alex at Drift. Add a mini note in plain text at the bottom, something like, hey, if you had any issues checking out, just hit reply and I'll help. That single sentence makes it feel like someone's actually there. Personalization isn't just about data, it's about tone. You can make automation feel human with tiny touches that tell people, hey, we see you. When to optimize your flow. Once it's live, don't just set it and forget it, test and tweak it. After a few weeks, look at your stats inside Omnisend. Open rate tells you how good your subject lines are. If they're low, test different tones, curious, playful, or straight to the point. Click rate shows if people are scrolling and clicking back to checkout. Try new visuals or clearer buttons if it's too low. Conversion rate, this one matters most. Are they buying? If not, change your delay times, offer smaller or bigger discounts, or rewrite your follow-ups. Run A/B tests, one small change at a time. Maybe it's a 10% off discount versus 15% off discount, or an hour later send time. Omnisend's reporting dashboard makes it easy to see what's working. And here's the thing, optimization is free money. You already have the system built. The tweaks are what turn a few recovered carts into hundreds of dollars in consistent sales every week. That's where your real ROI comes from. And that's it, your full Omnisend abandoned cart setup. Now your store follows up automatically while you focus on growing it. If you haven't yet, click the link down below to try Omnisend for free and follow the same walkthrough. I'm Erin from Ecom Mastery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.